Welcome to another episode of World of Warcraft, Classic Wrath of the Lich King. I don't have my light on. I got a bit of a headache, and I'm tired, and light pisses me off. So we are in Outlands, and we're going to be heading into a different zone finally, after what felt like forever being in the Zanger Marsh. I even skipped some of the quests. I did my Nagrand, Ring of Blood as well, and with all that and just regular rested XP, no heirlooms or any of that funky stuff, I'm just heading into Terrokar Forest now, and I'm already all those bars in, and that's what I got from Ring of Blood, because I had barely hit 65 there. So, I mean, I could just technically skip this whole zone, go to Nagrand, but I'd rather be stronger than weaker. Plus, Terrokar Forest, like I mentioned in one of my other videos, is one of those zones where I have a lot of good memories with some good friends as well. So I just kind of... It's one of the last places... Yeah. Where I played with some of my good friends there. So it looks like we're... Oh, yeah. You know it's coming. That little lake there. Man, where am I? I'm looking down here. I'm like, where are you going without a helmet? We're going in here, and we all know that right there is where a lot of people used to... Used to farm. And there we go. This is a PvE server, so we don't have to worry about getting all hog wild. I still have characters, like I mentioned before, on... whoops, why am I healing? On PvP servers, but with just wanting to be casual and helping others, like if you saw my video helping people at Raven Hill Cemetery, for example, that is what I'm into. That's where I get most of my pleasure, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, when you've been grinding, and I know I'll repeat some of the things I've been saying in a lot of my other videos in case you haven't seen my other stuff, know that I've been playing since the dawn of time that this game has ever come out. I'm pushing on, slowly but surely, 20 years. Getting there, very close. It's like a little less than half my life. It's pretty insane. There's no two ways about it. And like I said, with the lifestyle change that I've made several years ago, like we're talking a couple of decades ago, partying and hanging out with some not so great people, it was hard to then make new friends. But this game, I feel like the volume is kind of loud. No? Okay. We're good. No, that's fine. Yeah, so it was difficult. So being online since, like, what, 2004? With the game, that is, it was pretty interesting. I mean, I used to play Doom and Quake back in the 90s online. Hell, even mid-90s, I was playing, like, Ultima, the Quest of Avatar or whatever. So, I mean, I've done the... And yes, I know I have Crusader Aura on still. The online thing for a long time, but this is like on a whole new level, right? World of Warcraft compared to something like that, with all the chatting and everything. It's more immersive. And it's fun. I mean, it's relaxing. I mean, I've played games that can potentially be a little bit more exciting to play, but that social interaction in this game definitely, I mean, changes everything. If this was a single-player game, and you could play it offline without an internet connection, which you can, but we won't get into that in this video, I wouldn't play it, right? I wouldn't bother. Couldn't be bothered to do that. Not that I find this boring, that's not what I'm trying to say. Nostalgia is just so strong for me with this that it trumps whatever boredom I may find out of the game. Never knowing who you're going to run into, who might need a hand with a quest. It is pretty wild. Still feels a bit lonely at times, especially if there's just not a lot of people in the zone that you're in. I mean, I can be playing for a good couple of hours, not really bump into anybody, or I could try to fly around, help somebody out, not really see much going on. And the reason I'm not changing my aura, as you can tell, I'm not losing any health. So I'm not particularly concerned. No, I didn't think we needed to kill any of them. I remember doing this when it was live, when it was retail. Ah, that's maybe why. And it took a lot longer to finish. But it could also be because, like I said, this was a hot farming spot. Like, I mean, you'd have the high levels, well, I mean, at the time, 70. That would just farm the shit out of this area for the moats of water, I believe it is. And I mean, I just never gave a crap to do that. I don't particularly like being in the water all that much. In real life I do, but not in a video game. Not so much. Still trying to, level up my axe skills there. Where is this thing going? I think Wrath of the Lich King might be a little bit more fun for me, only because there's going to be more people. However, for me, and this is weird, as much as I love Wrath of the Lich King, I actually don't have, unfortunately, some of the best memories. That's where some of the things started to fall apart with some guilds I was in, a couple of my friends, actually a lot of my friends, which I don't have a lot to begin with, all vanished. They just stopped playing. So it just started to to phase out pretty bad. And then one of my main friends that I played with, he had stopped playing there. So I still enjoyed Wrath of the Lich King. I met some people, actually. Some newer people. You know, questing and stuff like that. But most of those people are gone. But I still have contact with some people. Some of the original people I played the game with since back 2004, 2005. They're still there here and there. It's pretty neat. So he's still in there. The Blood Elf Paladin. I had a Blood Elf Paladin before, and then I ate a couple of donuts and worked out a little bit. Turned into a handsome dwarf. I was a human first, because that's all you could ever be. And dwarf, I mean like way back in the day there. That's all you could be. And then I went Blood Elf when that was new, because it was something new and fresh to do. Then I went back to human, and then years later they ruined the animation for humans. If you remember there, the two-handed animation where they jump and they just completely butchered it. Because retail WoW is a piece of fucking dog shit, and I can say that. I can abso-frickin-lutely say that. It's dog shit. So then I went back to just Dwarf Paladin. Because, funny enough, I didn't really mind the animations for them. But Classic Human is amazing, but just for something different. That's when I decided to say, you know what? We're just going to go with the Dwarf. We're going to beef him up with the Enlarge. We're going to give him the Viagra for muscles. And that's it.
Greetings, traveler. The winds guide you.
It's watching you. Ooh, ah, 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 ah. That's the night elf, I believe. That's, yeah. Look at him walking around with a green thing like he's a flight path master. Oh, it's yellow. It's because of the hue. It makes it look green. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, whatever. I know some of you are like, would you just switch it already? Fine. Yeah, so this area overall, I would have to say is one of my favorite, like just overall, because it's got a lot of diversity like within it from a geographical standpoint. I just love that I can just run in here like I own the place. Doing this on an undead rogue in green gear, let me tell you something, didn't work out so good for me. Yeah, there's the orb right there. Ba-boom. I like how my taunt causes damage. Whatever. Consecrate, even for one enemy, just to make it go quicker. I just love how flashy the Paladin is. It's a nice change from my Druid that I haven't played all that much since I got him to 80 and got him the gear that I wanted. Just good enough to help people. The big-ass moth. And the rotation's simpler to understand, too, than Death Knight. Death Knight, to me, is still a clusterfuck. It's a lot of fun to play. I got a gnome Death Knight, and he's a lot of fun to play. Oh, I wasn't planning on doing that. Oh, you macaroni. You know what? Not a problem. Not a problem. Turn in, it's watching you. But why would I do that? Whoops. When I haven't even finished the quest yet. Yeah, Paladin, Druid for questing and efficiency. Oh yeah, I'm silenced. It's pretty damn good. I mean, so's Hunter, but Hunter's Hunter. Like I'm not saying they're boring, it's just, you know, not in the mood. They don't have buffs, they're not helping people. All they do is steal loot. Little stingy bastards. So as you could tell, too, with the pacing, which is something I always like to showcase. Not that this is exciting. It also shows you just like the monotony of the game at times. Let's be real. How long it could take you to finish a quest. And then it's like, well, why would people want to watch? I don't know why the fuck they'd want to watch this. It's like I always say, it's like a gamer vlog. It's like my World of Warcraft digital diary, if you will. That's really what it is. Slowly getting the two-handed axe to match my two-handed sword. Come on. One of you better have it. There we go. vicious little moths. Getting a little goosey there with trying to silence me. Now we can properly turn in. Yes, it'll be interesting to see once I'm done my journey, like if I just get bored of, you know, just roaming around, helping people. 96, that could be good for my healing neck. Let's take a look at what we got for 93 and 84. What about our neck piece? Yeah, that's already... You know what? We're going to go with that. And we're going to replace the 93, the 84. Yeah, we'll replace that one. Boom, just like that. Working on my holy set, because eventually I'm going to be like holy DPS, because they're the most efficient DPS holy spec or healer in the game.
Brings you here?
So there you have it. Kill the terror. Ah, seriously? Just go here, go there, collect this, collect that. Damn you. That's not so much fun. Again, the monotony. I just want to get to the max level. Get this over and done with. Definitely wish the server was a little bit more populated, but whatever. Still makes for good times. Plus, too, like I've said before, I've got multiple characters. Not that I play a lot of, but my druid is my main for PvP, for being on the server. I'll definitely keep him here. Because my one of my best friends plays on here. Having one character maybe go somewhere else, we'll see. I also have a Tauren Shaman that I'm really enjoying on the most populated Horde server. But I don't really play him. He's actually not all that great. He's a lot of fun. Oh my god, he's a lot of fun. However, he's not that efficient compared to my Druid and the Paladin. Whether it's Enhance or Elemental, I mean, takes an ass whooping. Takes a pretty big ass whooping. Mana efficiency's not all the greatest. We'll just have to see how it goes. But it's definitely fun to play overall. It's hard for me to just play Alliance or Horde. There's got to be a mixture of the both, which is why it's hard for me sometimes to do Alliance Paladin, Alliance Druid. It's like, where's the Horde? That's always an option too. Stick to the Druid. I am Boomkin, Feral, can off-heal there, do some DPS as the Owl. It's growing on me. I can always do that and just say, you know what, forget the Paladin. But with the Crusader Aura, yeah, you get around places really fast, and that makes it a lot of fun for me. But then your buffs are crap, whereas, because they last like 10 minutes. Whereas with the Druid, you're 20% slower, but your buffs last like quadruple, quintuplet the amount of time. So, I mean, what do you do? Right? That's kind of a predicament. You're flying around all these places really quick, and that's because you have to keep flying back to people to help them because your fucking buffs don't last that long. So, yeah. It wants me to go here. By all means necessary. Oh yeah, that's the one where you talk to them and they make that funny noise. And then you have to kill them. They can go all the way back to Shatrath City. Yeah, so beautiful Terrokar Forest. We've got the Bone Wastes that we all remember, and then Skedis that used to be the daily escort. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a nice area, beautiful lights. It looks cool, you know? Just looks really nice. Looks pretty. There we go.
Hello, stranger.
What you want?
You come back.
You come back. See, they could have paid me for the voice acting.
Live. Another.
Avoid Turun. Is Turun a person? I could just fly. I don't need to ignore anybody. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. As I play, I'm having a lot of fun. I really am. But the leveling thing, and I know I've said this a bazillion times, I really am getting a bit burnt out. Not of just roaming, which I might do in this video, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll save that for another video. I don't always like making long videos. However, I'd rather have 2 30-minute videos that total an hour than having like 4 or 5 10-minute videos each and have like half a dozen uploads, right? It's also better from an algorithm standpoint as well. Might as well get our flight path here.
Here there. Up with you.
You need to pick up the creatine and the protein. You're looking mighty small there, lad. Look at that. Come on now. Work with me. When you're this big, they call you Mr. You know, the Mr. Big chocolate commercial. Oh, there he is. Huh. I was gonna buff him by the time he's done picking up his quest. The buff will wear off. Now, if the druid could move 20% faster, holy macaroni and cheese. I don't know if I'd touch my paladin as much as I love him.
What can I do for you? Greetings for the Alliance.
Good, let's get the flight path. That's always good. Good. Fly to shit. To shite. Do a little flight path. Turn that in. Probably end the video. And that will be pretty much it. Yeah, this is still, like I said, even though it can get monotonous, leveling, grinding, and all that, I just find it so relaxing. Really, really relaxing. This, my wrestling game, any kind of sports game, baseball, football, American Truck Simulator, any kind of driving game or flying game, you know, the simulation games there. Anything to do with vehicles and sports and World of Warcraft are definitely some of my huge go-tos for just like relaxing. It would never be a game like Resident Evil or Call of Duty. I mean, I ended up getting pretty decent at Call of Duty there when I was sticking to it, but I just can't give a shit with the whole offline bullshit. Good old Shatrath City. If I was like Elon Musk rich, I would get part of Shatrath City built. Or Dalaran. And Stormwind. And you get the idea? I would do that. Imagine being able to be that rich. Oh yeah, we got the graphite fishing pole, which is awesome. Because it looks different, doesn't... Oh. Not really, it looks like a pipsqueak rod. Whatever. Whatever. I'll just turn these in quickly. And that'll be the end of that. Apparently there's another quest for me to turn in here. Where is he? Vilax. Vikax. Whatever. So weird seeing Shat dead. I mean, I get it. I totally get it. It's still weird. Where does it want me to go? Holy cow, there's a lot of places. Yeah, we're definitely not going back there. Nope. This is the end of the road. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel. And if you didn't like it, well, that's just too bad. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. See, I'm taller than a human. Much bigger than a human. Look at that. It's crazy what that potion does. Oh, it's going to wear off in 10 seconds. Watch what happens when the Viagra wears off. 2, 1... Oy, oy, oy. I can't have that. Exactly. Alright, that's enough of that. Bye for now.